Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome. We are going to be doing a full dungeon run of DIRE MAUL, which is the undead dungeon this week. And I'm going to be showing you with Baron Rivendare. Now, my Baron Rivendare deck looks like the following. So I've already completed quite a few levels, as you can see. I'm running Necromancer, Skeleton Party, Earth Elemental, Black Rock Pyromancer, Sentinel, and Harpies. Now, I've got quite a few talent upgrades. I've got the spawn a skeleton every time you kill a minion on Necromancer. I've got the skeletal party, one where you get like the tank and the healer. I've got the split into 2 for the Earth Elemental, which I think is the best one. I've got the 50% extra damage to the first target for the Sentinel. I've got the collection of gold talent for the Harpies, which I quite like. It's between that and Poison for the best, but I think the extra gold one just gives a bit more utility. And then I've got the spawn mages talent for Baron Rivendare, which I think is better than just spawning 2 random skeletons. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so Howling Warband really... Yeah, Howling Warband. I think Howling Warband is the best for DIRE MAUL because the final boss requires a bit of a DPS race. So if you can Bloodlust all your minions while grouping them up there, it's really good. So this boss, it's just a little bit of effective trading. You just want to try and get value trades versus most of his stuff. If you can get AoE, or like you can effectively take out weaknesses, then you're going to have a good time because they're going to start attacking each other. I really want a Sentinel for this side, but it's not always going to be possible. I'm going to drop the Skeleton Party here. I'm going to drop Sentinel. Don't really care so much about this side. I'm more concerned with establishing like a strong push on this side of the board, which, as you can see, they have responded to. I'm going to drop Baron there. Right, now I'm going to drop this here. And I'm just going to hope that my Sentinel can do at least a little bit of work, which it can't. Yeah, it's doing enough. So this is why Sentinel is really good in this sense. It's basically single-handedly dealt with that push. I'm going to drop that there. Nice. So they have started attacking each other a little bit. I'm not going to do anything else for the time being. Sweet. I'm going to drop my Harpies over here. Oop. Fine. Sentinel's just really, really strong in DIRE MAUL in general because there's a lot of AoE fighting. Okay. Oh, that wasn't the best place, but my Necromancer is still going. So I'm going to drop him here. I'm going to drop my Skeleton Party over here. And then I'm just going to drop my Earth Elemental to try and get a little bit of kind of like taunting. Drop him here. So I need to get another, ideally, another Sentinel down would be really nice. There. So this is where Bloodlust comes in useful. I'm just going to be trading up effectively. Okay, so I have unfortunately just missed the spawn, but they got that there. That's nice. I'll spawn another Baron. He's level 16. I should have taken him down, so yeah, not bad. Again, if this was level 15, I would definitely maybe struggled harder, but we take it. That's an okay result. You have to just, especially Sentinel, really good including in your deck for this first level, because you just want to take AoE trades. If you're a spell, this is why you can probably do this quite well with Thanos, like spells as well that just chunk people down to below at that HP threshold and they can start fighting each other. But the Bloodlust talent, really, really important for that first round. Right, second relic choice. Flying minis, your elemental minions gain stealth. I think elemental minions gaining stealth here is pretty good. I've got 4 elemental minions in my deck, so it's the one that's going to give me the most benefit. This level's quite hard because Skeletal Party sucks because it spawns 5 of those stupid eyes, and so whenever you spawn Skeletal Party, they just immediately blow up. So you can basically never use Skeletal Party on this level. It's a bit of a dead card. I'm going to use Spawn Necromancer over here. Again, you can see behind. Luckily, wasn't great. The Spawn Baron. Nice. We want to go this way, ideally. I'll also spawn. Really, you don't want to spawn them right next to where they can't move. Okay, the zap missed my Baron, but it doesn't really matter. Right, we should be okay here. I'm going to spawn Earth Elemental. Not in time, though, which is a bit annoying, because now my Sentinel's going to die. That's a high-value target. Bit annoyed about my Sentinel dying, but whatever. I'm going to drop the Harpies to get the gold as well, so I just want to generate a load of gold income. This is why I like having the Harpies with the gold talent. And I'm going to drop him over here. Now, with this character, with this boss, you kind of need to... Oh gosh, yeah, this is not looking good for me. I'm going to spawn... I'm going to start generating some army behind the... Oh, I hate it. Hate it. Right. Sorry. What you need to do is spawn them a little bit away so they don't get immediately killed by the freaking eye. I'm going to spawn this here. At least get one of these golds. Nice, we got one of them. I'm going to spawn the Harpies here, but get them to go upwards. As you can see, I haven't used my skeletal party once. Okay, I'm going to spawn this guy here. Mostly because I want my Harpies to attack this guy from the back. Yeah, I mean, he has just dropped an Ogre Mage, but I got a good chunk of damage down. I'm going to drop this here. And I'm going to drop my miner there, because I can see that they're both going down this way. Ah, we won. Okay, fine. Somehow won. I'll take it. I didn't see what was happening. So that's basically a bit difficult. Really, the only gimmick with that level is that your squad units spawn those little minions, so I could never use Skeletal Party, because they're not fast enough movers. They just get blown up instantly. And you saw me make the mistake a few times, but you need to drop a unit a little bit further back so it runs to attack things. Because if you drop the unit and it starts attacking immediately, it is just going to take a bunch of damage from an eye that spawns. So you need to drop them just a little bit further back so they don't immediately take that damage. But otherwise, it's then just trying to essentially get your units to attack down each side path. And you want to use an unburrow tank to try and draw the AoE breath away from the area where your DPS is coming from. So you saw me do that with the Harpies, and I got a good chunk of damage down. You need to do that quite consistently on this level. So, this is interesting. Ranger's Flask and Strathon Commendation are both really good. But 30% faster attack speed for my ranged minions is actually super nice for this level in particular, because it's a little bit of a DPS race once you actually get things set up. Now, this level is quite complicated, so I'm going to talk it through as I go. It'd be interesting to see if I can do these on level 15. Level 15 is about the level of my deck, and that's usually where you start to struggle. When you match the level of the deck, that's where things get really hard. I'm one level above the deck that I'm playing against right now, so it makes it a little easier, so I can make positive trades. But okay, you need to really focus on taking down this lady first, mostly because she's got an AoE attack. So if you take her down first, she's a little bit slower to get over to the boss, and then you want to try and time it so this guy gets taken out pretty soon afterwards. You want to get both of these bosses on the side down at a similar time, and then you want to take the middle tower very shortly after that. The idea is that you take down these two bosses, they join your fight, they provide the debuffs needed to take out the main boss, and then you basically DPS race him down whilst those bosses are still on your side. The reason I like to take out the ranged boss first is because she's not as easy to kill, so she can stay on your side for longer. Whereas this guy, he goes into melee range and he very quickly gets killed by King Gordok. But let's see how we go. We need to drop this on this side and this on this side. Okay, well, he didn't even start attacking the right target, so I'm probably going to have to restart this because he didn't even start attacking the right target, which is really annoying. Thank you very much. Very useful. Right, I'm going to drop the Harpies there, and I'm hopefully going to get the gold to drop the Earth Elemental behind this guy. That should be enough to take out him. Bit annoying that I massively screwed up, but I am going to just drop the Skeletal Party here, which should do the job. Not a great start, really. You want your Sentinel to not run off. You want your Sentinel to help kill those grunts at the start. But yeah, we didn't quite actually get this guy down on this side, so it's not a problem. It's just going to make it a little bit more awkward, but I'm going to drop another Sentinel. So we have actually killed her now. We do need to get the this guy down, and we also need to take out the middle tower. So middle tower there. going to drop my Necromancer. That should be enough to help take... So they've got nice. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We've actually timed this okay now. I'll wait until some more gold spawns to do the harpy. Right, so now these guys are kind of stuck on over here. They're not actually getting through. I'm going to drop a skeletal party because she needs some help. And this is the problem. So I got him there a little bit too early, mostly because somehow she got really, really hampered on the other side. I'm now going to need to spawn this guy on this side, and we're going to have to try and get him back into the fight, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I think we might have got a bit of a reset here. Okay, so we need to take out Gordok again. If I have to take out her again, I'm going to really struggle. So let's see how we go. I'm going to drop my Earth Elemental. Is King Gordok the most important one to take down? I'm going to drop my Harpies as well. Okay, she hasn't got killed. She hasn't been killed. Okay, now we have the DPS race going. That's quite nice. We should be able to get this down. That was sloppy, but we did it. So, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted to do, but the sequence of events is what you need to copy. You need to try and take out the ranged boss first. You then need to try and time it so that you're very quickly taking out the melee boss. Then you need to take very easily. It's very easy to take the middle tower, and then once you've done that, you're basically just spamming units from all sides, just try and get in there and pile the damage on. But you can see if the melee boss died super quickly, whereas the ranged boss, she tanked for ages and she took a while to take down. So that's why I like to get the ranged boss first, because she generally survives in the fight a lot longer. And that is essentially how you do this Dire Maul. It's a really fun dungeon. It's got lots of cool, unique mechanics, especially the last boss. I love the mechanics on the last boss. Let's see what we get for this. Got loads of Arclight energy. So we've got Undead, Elemental, Fast. I think just committing to another Undead slot is good. The thing is, like, the bronze ones I can change, the silver and the gold ones I can't currently change. So, like, I know that you're going to include Undead for the most part in a Baron Rivendare deck. So that's why I've got the Undead for the time being. But I mean, I've now got a really beefy set of deck slots, and I can probably give level 15 a go. I felt pretty confident doing that at level 14, so I can probably do level 15 and go easily. I haven't actually tried anything with my this guy, Blood Mage Thanos deck, but we might try him. I don't think we'll get as far as Baron Rivendare. I don't have the spell levels, and I don't have the actual levels on him himself to actually get further, but I might be able to get to level 10 or so on Blood Mage Thanos. But still, it's always good to upgrade your leaders. It's important to get those slots whilst you can, because the rotations take forever to come back in. So whilst you got the opportunity to grind for certain leaders, you should definitely do it. It also boosts your PvE and PvP potential by having those slots locked in too. But there we go. Hope that was helpful and helps you get through Dire Maul.